The 7 most valuable data leaks ever, and what got exposed. What's the price of a secret? Governments and corporations spend billions on digital fortresses and legal firewalls, all to keep certain information under lock and key. But what's the real cost when those secrets get exposed? What is the true value of data when it gets dragged, kicking and screaming into the daylight? Today, we're counting down 7 data leaks so valuable they change the world. We'll look at a corporate cover-up valued in the hundreds of millions, a secret government program whose exposure was worth a landmark legal reform, and an official lie so big its revelation rewrote the history books. This isn't just about stolen files, it's about the immense value of exposed information and the catastrophic cost to those who are desperate to keep it hidden. So stick with us as we reveal the most valuable secrets ever exposed. Number 7. The Sony Pictures Hack 2014. Kicking off our list is a hack with a 9-figure price tag. In 2014, Sony Pictures was about to release The Interview, a comedy about assassinating North Korea's leader. Pyongyang was not amused and threatened a response. What came next was a corporate nightmare valued at over $100 million. A group calling itself the Guardians of Peace crippled Sony's entire network. They wiped data and dumped 100 terabytes of confidential files online. This included 5 unreleased movies, embarrassing executive emails, and the personal information of over 47,000 employees. The value of that leaked data was catastrophic, exposing a major pay gap between male and female stars and creating a PR disaster. The fallout was massive. Sony was left with a $100 million cleanup bill, but the true cost was to its reputation. The US government blamed North Korea, and the hack served as a costly wake-up call to Hollywood. No secret, not even a movie script, is safe. Number 5. The Yahoo data breaches 2013 to 2014. We have a data breach so costly it knocked $350 million off a company's sale price. Between 2013 and 2014, Yahoo was hit by cyber attacks that compromised a staggering 3 billion accounts. Yes, billion. Every single account was affected, making it the largest and arguably most costly data breach in history. The culprits were state-sponsored Russian hackers who stole names, emails, and passwords. For years, Yahoo kept the full scale of the breach a secret, not just from the public, but from its own business partners. The truth finally came out in 2016, right in the middle of Verizon's deal to acquire the company. The revelation torpedoed the acquisition. Verizon immediately knocked $350 million off its offer, a direct valuation of the damage. But the real cost was to the users, who were exposed to years of potential identity theft. The Yahoo breach is a masterclass in how failing to secure data and then lying about it can destroy billions in value. Number 4. The Panama Papers 2016. This isn't a hack, but a leak valued at over $1 billion. The Panama Papers consisted of 11.5 million documents leaked from a single Panamanian law firm, Mossack Fonseca. Their specialty was creating anonymous offshore shell companies for the global elite to hide their money. An anonymous source, John Doe, handed 2.6 terabytes of data to journalists, exposing a global network of tax evasion. The files linked over 200,000 offshore entities to powerful figures, including 140 politicians. The Prime Minister of Iceland was forced to resign. Pakistan's Prime Minister, Nawaz Sharif, was disqualified from office and eventually imprisoned on corruption charges as a direct result of the leak. The leak's value was immediate. Governments launched investigations, recovering over $1.2 billion in unpaid taxes and fines. Mossack Fonseca, once a quiet keeper of secrets for the rich, completely imploded. The Panama Papers proved the immense value of a single leak in holding the world's most powerful people financially accountable. It's wild to think about the sheer value of these leaks, not just in dollars and cents, but in the power to topple governments and expose a hidden global economy. If you're finding this breakdown of high-stakes data as fascinating as we do, make sure you hit that subscribe button because the value of the secrets we have ahead is off the charts. Number 2. The Edward Snowden NSA Files, 2013. We have the story of one man who exposed a secret so valuable, its revelation forced the U.S. government to change its laws. In 2013, NSA contractor Edward Snowden fled with top-secret documents, meeting journalists in Hong Kong to reveal that the U.S. government was watching everyone. Snowden's files exposed massive surveillance programs. He showed the world PRISM, a program giving the NSA direct access to servers at Google and Facebook. He also revealed the NSA was collecting the phone records of millions of Americans with no ties to terrorism. Snowden's argument that the system threatened the very liberties it was meant to protect. The value of his leak was in exposing this threat to freedom. The revelations were a bombshell. A federal court later ruled the program was illegal. Public outrage led to real reform, including the USA Freedom Act, which ended the bulk collection of phone records. The value of this leak was a fundamental shift in the balance between security and privacy. Snowden himself became a hero to some and a traitor to others, but his actions forced a global reckoning whose value is still being debated today. Number 1. The Panama Papers, 1971. We go back to a leak whose value is measured in human lives and presidential power. In 1971, military analyst Daniel Ellsberg leaked a top-secret Department of Defense study on the Vietnam War. This 7,000-page report, the Pentagon Papers, was pure political dynamite. The papers proved that for decades, across 4 administrations, the U.S. government had systematically lied to the public about the war. Officials knew victory was likely impossible, yet they kept sending young Americans to die. Ellsberg felt a moral duty to expose the lie, revealing a truth so valuable it could change the course of history. He leaked the papers to the New York Times. The Nixon administration tried to block the publication, but the Supreme Court sided with the freedom of the press. The Pentagon Papers shattered public trust, supercharged the anti-war movement, and contributed to the atmosphere of distrust that led to Watergate and President Nixon's resignation. The leak's ultimate value was proving that the truth could hold even the highest office accountable and help end a war. From the back rooms of offshore banks to the highest levels of government, secrets have always been a form of power. But as we've seen today, the truth has a value of its own. These 7 moments show that whether it comes from a whistleblower or a line of code, exposed data has the power to cost companies billions, rewrite laws, and even end wars. They remind us that accountability isn't just an idea, it's a necessity with immeasurable value. What do you think is the most valuable leak in history? Let us know in the comments. And if you want to keep exploring the stories they don't want you to know, make sure you subscribe. Thanks for watching.